This is very concerning. No government agency has the authority to censor free speech. I want to know, is this a direct result of President Biden's orders, or is this a result of the deep state government agencies acting on their own as a result of a weak president?
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and in a preview of what Republicans are going to do with control of the House, ridiculous, hollow, sham investigations have started, and as always, any points of conversation bordering too close to actual policy, any discussions that could better society, or any semblance of productive dialogue whatsoever have been completely tossed out the window. Yes, this knucklehead, who is a sitting member of Congress, of course, asked if Joe Biden used the government to bully Twitter in 2020 when Joe Biden had no position in government whatsoever. That's the level of brilliance we're dealing with on this side of the aisle. Republican lawmakers have never been the sharpest tools in the shed. Quite the contrary. In the Republican ethos, being a mindless puppet is a much more valuable asset. Corporate donor and lobbyists prefer shapeless clay they can mold to their financial whims.
This needs to be stopped, and people need to be held accountable. Under no circumstances should any tax dollars be going to provide salaries and benefits for government employees who have their own initiative to determine what's disinformation and what's not. This is not a function of the government, and this needs to stop now.
And shapeless clay is what the Republican Party offers up in spades, where brain matter should reside. Yet with the power of their financial machinery, the blind base that supports them on bended knee, and now the fact that have seized control in the House thanks to gerrymandering and archaic voter suppression laws, get ready for multi-million-dollar investigations into why Joe Biden didn't take executive presidential actions while Donald Trump was the actual president. It's sick. I don't know why it's such a hard concept for people to grasp. Pay attention to what these people are actually doing in office. These MAGA lunatics took up arms in a bloody coup attempt to keep Agent Orange in office at the expense of their lives and whatever shreds of dignity they may have ever held. And for what? So Trump can leech off corporate welfare and never pay a dime in taxes? So he can charge the American public for a 24/7, 365 golf pass? Thankfully, the orange stain has exactly zero hopes of ever sniffing power again. The biggest loser has lost bigly so many times, nobody is banking on this weasel's prospects. But extremist corporate poodle MAGA Republicans can still play the long game of seizing power through local offices and legislating themselves as kings. Gerrymandering, corrupt lawsuits, and voter suppression tactics are the only legislative agendas on their mind.
There's going to probably be a task force created, a church-style select committee to make this a priority, because these government agencies are out of control. We first thought that maybe this was one or two FBI employees who went rogue, who were trying to inflict their political will upon the social media companies.
The stupidity will only stop when we start looking around at what's going on in our own neighborhoods and taking action. If you are represented by Republicans at any level where you live, then you can bank on the fact that they are in the pocket of some corporate interest or corporate partisan ploys to seize power, because that's the sworn mantra of every Republican. Lying, cheating, and stealing are all fair game when their own wallet is at stake. So pop a note in the comments right now. Call out some Republican jackaloon that represents you or your neighbors who needs to be voted out. Better yet, tag them in this video and ask them what their plans are in the House these next 2 years, and prepare to hear the deafening noise of crickets. And that's an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.